My Hobonichi order arrived today, and if you're anything like me, the first thing that you wanted to know was how is the paper? So I have a full unboxing of this coming for you guys tomorrow, but today I thought we would just take the portion where I pen tested in my new Hobonichi cousin AVAC and show you how my fountain pens performed. The pen test I did. Now I did put a piece of paper underneath just in case things bled through. There was a little bit of bleed through that I can tell you about. But on here, and I want to make sure you guys can see really close up. So I tested the Uni Jetstream here, no issues at all, didn't expect any. The Energel Clina, this is a pen that bled through everywhere for me last year. I did it in 0.5 and 0.3, black and blue. I did a Pilot Emily, I think is what it's called. It's a color changing pen in a 0.4. The Zebra Blend, another one that I had a lot of issues with last year. I did the Edding Fine Liners in 0.3, a Pilot Permanent Pen in a 0.4, the Tombow Fudasuki, or Fudanus, like calligraphy one. We also did some fine liners. Those didn't have a brand name on them, so I will show you. I know I've seen the brand, but these ones were purchased with a lettering packet, so they are actually branded to the person who did the lettering packet. So, but it's the brown ones. I did those in all the different sizes. I did highlighters. I have a Zebra glitter highlighter here, as well as a Right Tech retractable highlighter. I tested these last year. I did a Zebra Click Art, a mild liner, the Zig color dot marker, Tombow brush pen, just the water base, because I've discovered that the alcohol just bleeds through everything and it's not worth it. A metallic Zebra brush pen, and then I have some brush pens from Edding. One was a glitter. Now, I probably shouldn't have picked this one because it does also bleed through everything, and that is the one thing that bled through enough to make it onto this other sheet of paper. The other one was the Edding Metallic, and then I did some testing with different stamps down here. So this one is the Archer and Olive Permanent Black Ink Pad. This one was the Versa Magic Chalk ink, and that was in Midnight Black. And then I had kind of an off-brand purple one that I tried here as well. So overall, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing there. And then this side is all my fountain pen ink testing. So I wanted to do extensive testing because this is the most important part to me. So I took some of my pens that I'm currently using that I have been having problems with bleed through and feathering issues. So I did an Estabrook Model J. It's a flex, and I couldn't remember if it's a fine or a medium. It writes like a medium, but it might say on the side it's a fine. And it's a flex nib, so it flows really well. It's inked up with Diamine's Nightfall, which is a very dark ink. It bleeds through a lot of things. Then I had Jinhao Shark in a fine inked up with Platinum Carbon Black, which in my current planner is bleeding through everywhere. Then I had the Conklin 1998. This is a medium nib. This is Private Reserve's Infinity Burgundy. Again, an ink that is bleeding through everywhere for me. Then I had my Pilot penmanship. This one has feathered and bled through on multiple occasions. I am starting to suspect it's the pen and not so much the ink that is causing the feathering. So I am a little suspect of the results here because we do have some slight feathering. It's inked up with Pilot Yamabuto, and I haven't had a ton of issues with that particular ink, but as you can tell, it did feather here. Then I did some tests with my Pilot dip pen, which is a medium point, and I did J. Herbon's Violet Peonies, I think. And I wanted to make sure I did an adequate test. I'm also making sure to make little boxes because that's how I test my ink, or like swatch it on my pages for me. So I did that one. I also did Private Reserve's Infinity Green, which was another one that I had a lot of issues with feathering and bleed through this last year. All of these inks here are inks that I had issues with. Then we have Diatramentus Blackberry from that same dip pen, and that's because that one would feather on and off because it's a pretty wet ink. Then we have Diamine's Sleigh Ride. This is when I switched to my Kakamori dip pen because I wanted to see if it would bring out some specific qualities. Now, Diamine Sleigh Ride, if you watched my swatching of last year, one of the issues with the paper was that it wasn't producing the sheen that it was supposed to. And you were only getting that reddish color. It was bleeding through like crazy. But this year, the sheen is just fine. I also tested it with Diamine's Vibe, and that one also sheened just fine. I wanted to see how the chromo shading inks would perform, so I went ahead and did Sailor's Mono Fuji. So with that ink, you get blues and purples and a little bit of a pink, and you can see all of those colors are present. Then I did Robert Oster's Sidewalk Gum, which is a really shimmery ink. It is a little on the wetter side, so we do have some slight feathering only on this one, which is a little weird. Like, the rest of the letters seem to be okay. So, I don't know. When it came to bleed through, though, this is what my page looks like. So much better than last year. I like breathed a huge sigh of relief, not only because I didn't see a ton of feathering, but to not have the bleed through. Now, there are a couple that did. So I do have a dot or two of the Yamabuto. But again, this is in the swatch area, not in the writing area. So I think for writing, it'll be just fine. There's a teeniest dot here from the Estermark Model J, which was the Diamine Nightfall ink. But as you can see, it's literally a dot. And that is also in the swatch area. And then other than that, you have ghosting, but you do not have bleed through. And my inks were fine this year as well, like my stamp pad inks. The only ones that really bled through on the other side was definitely the Eddington glitter. You can see that was horrendous. The metallic is fine. Click Art has a couple of tiny specks, but it's not bad considering what we saw last year. The dot marker is fine. The Tombow is fine. I do have a little bit of a area here. That was the Zebra glitter pen, and it had a lot more ink right at the beginning. These all seem fine. The Pilot permanent pen did bleed through. It's kind of like a Sharpie, so I wasn't expecting this not to bleed through. And then Zebra Blend bled through a little bit. Not bad, but enough that if I have other options, I'm going to use those. That is a 0.7, and that ink is really juicy, so, you know, it's not completely out of nowhere. But that being said, this paper, now let me show you what last year's ink test, in case you were unaware, looked like and why everyone was so up in arms. So here's last year, right? Looks okay. We have some feathering going on here. The pens looked okay here, but then when you turned the page, like the Click Art bled through like crazy. A bunch of the pens here did, a bunch of these did, and then these are some of the marks. I like put page flags on them. So here's that red ink that I tested and how it was bleeding through. Some places and some pages were better than others. This was a pen test that I did not that long ago, so you can again see some of these bleeding through. We had, this is the Diatramentus and how it kind of feathered and everything. And here you have, this one was the Violet Peonies. You can see how that was feathering. It definitely is a lot better this year, and I'm super happy to see that. All right, that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that and that it was really helpful for you. Tune in tomorrow for the full unboxing.